I'm Sarah Mulcairns. This is Sport Today, live from the BBC Sports Centre. Coming up on the programme, Peru and New Zealand are battling it out in Lima for the last spot at football's World Cup in Russia next year. A World Cup shock of a different sort. France will host the Rugby World Cup in 2023, despite South Africa being recommended. And Grigor Dimitrov is the latest player through to the last four at the season-ending ATP World Tour Finals in London. Hello and welcome along to the programme wherever you are watching us. Let's start with football then, and the 872nd and final World Cup qualifier is underway in Lima, where Peru and New Zealand are playing the second leg of their intercontinental playoff. And the winners will claim the 32nd and final place at next year's finals in Russia. And as you can see, we're just half an hour gone, and the hosts, Peru, are leading. Jefferson Farfan with that goal. It was goalless after the first leg, so it now can't go to extra time. New Zealand, though, could nick it with the away goals. 30 minutes gone in that, Peru leading 1-0 at the moment. Well, earlier on Wednesday, Australia became the 31st team to qualify for next year's finals in Russia. Mila Jedinak scored a hat-trick as the Socceroos beat Honduras 3-1 in the second leg of their playoff in Sydney to qualify for their fourth successive World Cup. Austin Halewood has the details.
We're used to seeing fireworks on the Sydney Harbour Bridge on New Year's Eve, but when the Socceroos qualify for a World Cup, it's time for a party. Almost 80,000 fans inside Stadium Australia, overcome with relief that their team are going to Russia. After a goalless first leg in Honduras, the atmosphere before kick-off was tense, and the first half reflected that. Few chances for either team. But into the second, the match came alive. A free kick for Australia. Step-up captain Mila Jedinak. 1-0 to the Socceroos, and perhaps luck on their side. Australia were buoyed by the return of all-time leading goal scorer Tim Cahill. He missed the first leg through injury, but led his side from the front, almost doubling their lead. But while Cahill made the headlines before the match, it was Jedinak who had them afterwards. A clear handball from Honduras gave Australia a penalty, which Jedinak comfortably converted. 10 minutes later, another defensive slip, another penalty for Australia. And Jedinak was again on hand, sealing his hat-trick and sending his side to the World Cup.
I didn't even know I had one goal in me, but you know what? They come and it's a funny game, and the game can bring so many things. And for me, yeah, like I said, from that side of things, very, very grateful.
It's been a 4-year journey. When the boss first asked me to stay on and continue playing, every year there was a motivation, and now the motivation just keeps burning inside.
And for Socceroos fans, they'll be hoping that motivation burns brighter than ever next year at their fourth successive World Cup finals. Austin Halewood, BBC News.